Hello, hello. Hello. Hi guys, how are you? Yeah, I can keep playing music. Fuck it. All right, guys. I'm reading the comments currently on YouTube. So if you want to speak to me, I won't be able to hear you on TikTok. Please come into the YouTube live ecosystem because it makes it a bit easier for me to consolidate everything down. TikTok's a little difficult for me to do, but yeah. Also, is there any music you guys want me to play in the back? I can play. Can play anything other than my music. Hi, Larissa. Hi, Anita. Hi, Nova. Hi, guys. How you doing? How we doing? Hello, hello. I'm gonna turn it off now. What's going on? I had quit TikTok last summer, but now you're back because of me on your For You page. That means a lot. Thank you so much, guys. I wanted to start off this this dialogue, this conversation here by saying thank you so much for all the support you've been giving me. It means a lot. Like my life has changed in a very dramatically in a very short period of time because of you guys. And it's honestly just crazy. As soon as you guys made that video go viral, oh my God, don't step on my keyboard. As soon as you guys made that video go viral, I had 100 different agents, managers, labels, everything reach out to me, and I was able to choose kind of my dream team and everything. I'm checking the TikTok live too because I think it's frozen. Let's see. It's paused. The TikTok live is paused. Okay. Please join YouTube live. Guys, if you have TikTok open on another device, please comment to join the live on YouTube because it's not I don't know what happened. It's frozen. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to fix it either. I'm not very good at this. I'm not very good at this streaming stuff. This is like my first proper stream, to be honest with you, and it's like very technical and very confusing. But I'm trying. I'm really trying here. Even just setting up the microphone for this was like incredibly difficult. And yeah. Streaming is kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I do feel like I need to play something though, because it feels really strange. It's like a really bizarre sensation. Thank you guys, thank you. Hello from California. I'll be there in July, guys. I'm playing West Coast in July. I'm super excited. And yeah, I'm excited to meet you guys in person, shake hands, and like put on a good show for you and everything. Do you guys like I think you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Okay. I think I'm gonna put on some some music that I like. Maybe we play Sting. Will I get copyrighted? I might get copyrighted. I don't really know how this works. I guess I can keep playing my own music, but I can only listen to my own music so many times on repeat after been rehearsing it for hours. When am I coming to Ohio? Yeah, TikTok is not working. Please go to YouTube. Oh, the live ended on TikTok. I got kicked off. That's great. But that works out well anyway. All right. We're 31 strong on YouTube. There's one lone soldier on Twitch right now. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for subscribing. It means a lot. Like, that my music videos get to be seen by people now. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably be in Ohio soon. Like, I think I have like, um, one of my top locations is there. I'm playing Chicago July 10th, so that's like the first official show that I've gotten that I haven't like announced yet. And then we're doing like eight to 10 shows in the summer, and then in the fall, hopefully like 20 odd shows to come see you guys in the U.S. And then hopefully in the winter, I can come to London, and because I'm gonna be there for Christmas to see my parents and everything. And yeah. Philly, Cleveland, yes. 41 in the chat, let's go. Just play your music? Okay, I'll play some music. I'll play music. All right, here we are. How's the volume for you guys? Is that a good volume? Do you want it lower, higher? Let me know how much, let me know where it's at for you guys. Come to Brazil. Oh man, you're coming to Chicago on the 12th? You gotta move it a little earlier. How long have you been performing for? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have been performing for, I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit because it's really distracting. Let's see. That's as quiet as it can go. I've been performing since I was like 13 years old, guys. I've been trying to do music my whole life. I've been in like an extraordinary amount of bands. I was a drummer originally, and then I started singing in my senior year of high school, and I got really lucky, and like the first two songs that like I had put out in high school singing like got me some label offers, and I got to choose whether to go to the UK or stay in the US, and I moved to the UK. Did that for a while, had a band in the UK, and then I ended up moving to LA, and then I was there for 7 years, and now I'm in New York City, trying to do my solo stuff. Slightly higher volume. You want the music higher? Or you want me higher? What do you want? I think in like 5 minutes from now, I'm gonna feel really comfortable doing this. I think it'll take me like 5 minutes. Is that where you want the music? Who do you listen to and whose style interested you? So I grew up listening to a lot of like music from the UK because of my dad. So I grew up listening to like bands like Britpop bands like Blur, Oasis, rock bands like Kasabian and Jet, and I also grew up listening to like UK garage and experimental electronic. Like my dad used to play a lot of Prodigy in the house growing up, and Cat Tour. I'll do a Cat Tour in a second. This is my first live with people in it, yeah, with 57 people in it, so thank you so much. My dad's in here, by the way, Jules, he's right there. He says, talk about the sun. I'll talk about that in a second. We have a lot of time here. We have an hour to kill here, and honestly, I don't know how much I can break down the song for the sun. And then the other half of my influences musically are like 2010s indie. Like I grew up listening to a lot of like the indie bands of the 2010s. Like my favorite album ever was Bombay Bicycle Club. I Had the Blues but Shook Them Loose. And Two Door Cinema Club, and like, I don't know, like I listened to obviously a lot of the 1975. I think you can probably hear that influence. The Neighborhood, Alt J. I loved those bands in the 2010s. That was like my adolescence for me, as I'm 28 now. My dad's in San Diego at the moment, so yeah. Hi, Dad. And then obviously on this album, there's a lot of 80s influence because my mom used to sing for a band in the 80s. So, and my parents, I think, have pretty good music taste, I would say. And they used to play a lot of like Tears for Fears in the house. That was like, Shout was like my favorite song as a child. Like I would scream that in the car. And I think like for this album, a huge part of it was trying to get to the core of my identity. It was also like a bit of catharsis because of all of the crazy stuff that's going on in the world right now and how it's like affecting my mental, and I'm sure it's affecting your mental as well. And but the other half of that was I really wanted to find like explore my sound in a way that was really true to who I was as a child. So that was a huge part of this album, was exploring every influence from my childhood that I hadn't explored yet. So thanks, I appreciate it. I think I'm by the way, I should probably acknowledge which comments I'm reading. Someone says doing great, and I appreciate that. I'm really trying right now. That's very cool, Anita. It's cool to hear that you're in a band. This song is called Plastic Soldiers. That's playing in the back, and it's out on my EP that's out currently on Spotify. For those of you that don't know how the album drop is working at the moment, I'm basically putting out a song a month until October, and that's when the full album drops. And the full album is currently available for purchase on Bandcamp. So if you don't want to wait like every month for the songs to come out, you can get the whole thing on Bandcamp. And obviously the reasoning behind me putting it out one song at a time is not to like be vindictive or anything towards people that use streaming platforms, but it's because as a music artist, I really need to sustain my momentum and have like bullets in the chamber for when opportunities like this happen, you know, where I have these viral moments. Because had I just dropped the full album already, I wouldn't have anything to like promote, and like it would be really difficult for me. And also like it's piqued a lot of interest from people in the industry that I haven't released all the songs in already. Thank you. I'm glad you really like the album. All mob. And Jesse James, number 3 commenter. Jesse James. I'm going to be touring a little bit in every season of this upcoming year until I hit all of the major cities that are listening to my music and everything. So. Sir KWP. Buy the whole album, everyone. It's so good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. There are CDs available. I have them here in a box. I'll show you guys in a little bit. Oh, thank you so much for buying the album. It means a lot. Okay, guys. Let's move to our first activity here. My plan. Your voice and synthesizer is everything. Very cool. Thank you so much. I will be coming to Michigan. I will be coming to Atlanta. Silverfish happening. Okay, guys. Let's move on to the first activity we have planned. I'm going to be opening up the session, the recording session, for anyone interested of the Sun, and we're going to talk about it. And Sid just commented. Sid is a part of the management company I'm on now, and she's moderating at the moment. But she commented this link in the YouTube chat, and if you click on that link, where we're going to be playing this next year is entirely based off of who puts their information into that link, because that's like the only way we can collect hard data for venues and promoters to be able to justify coming to places. So if you want me to go to your city, it just requires you having enough people put their information into that link, the Laylo link that's just been commented. you model your merch? You can model my merch. Bow bow. My fiance's in here, Demi, as well. She's in LA still. Haven't seen her for like a long ass time, so because she's working on a film. St. Louis, I'd love to come to China. Shut up. I guess I'll have to head on down to Denver to see you. I'm just fine with that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do. I'm definitely gonna do that. The girl singing on this song is Anna Justin, and we just did a tour together actually across the U.S. and played probably to 70% empty rooms. It was pretty crazy. But she's an amazing music artist. I met, oh, my mom's in here too. I met her, I was taking an acting class in LA and when I was living there, and someone in my acting class who is this older lady who teaches piano told me that she knows of a music artist that lives like next door to one of her students that's coming to LA and wants to meet people. And I volunteered and said, cool, like let's do it. And we ended up becoming really close friends, and we made this song together. I was gonna move on to the next bit, but I got really distracted by your guys' comments. I'm like really loving these questions and everything. Sid, please answer the questions about Lay Low in here, because it's really weird. Like you click on the link and it tries to take you to Spotify for some reason. I think everyone that interacts with the link gets really confused by it. So if you can fix that, that'd be great. No more empty rooms, man. Yeah, no more empty rooms. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you liked this song. You just signed up to RSVP Seattle. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so excited. I'll come to Seattle. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Pausing Apple Music here. I don't use Spotify because Daniel Ek is a friggin' monster, but it's a shame because I really like their algorithm. Okay, here we are. Things you shouldn't say in your live stream as a music artist, that Daniel Ek is a monster. All right. All right, so I'm putting my headphones on so I can hear what's going on here. We're gonna quickly move everything over. Boom. This is what I'm seeing, guys. We're opening up the music session now, so I gotta figure out how to, oh my God, I gotta figure out how to still be able to read the chat. Oh, it disappeared. I can't read. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're gonna move this over here so I can still read your guys' stuff. Okay. Cool. Here we are. We are in the Sun session. It's really chaotic. I am very disorganized and very messy. I make 99% of my music just completely blazed. So I don't like have any organizational skills. So that's what's going on here. So the session, if you could see at the top, the session is called Somehow Stuck, because I usually just name the session whatever I'm feeling. Like when I start a song idea, I just open up Pro Tools and I name it something random. And at the time, I was feeling like I was going through a lot of writer's block, and I felt really stuck, and I didn't know how to like break through. You quit your long addiction to Spotify for police reasons. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, sorry, I have trouble keeping my train of thought. I basically named it that because I was having writer's block, and this song kind of got me out of the writer's block. Because I'm a drummer, I start usually everything drum oriented first. I usually I usually, in this case, I found like a drum loop that I really liked that became the foundation of the song because I was inspired by how in the 80s they would loop a tape loop, usually from a drum machine, and because it's really difficult to edit tape, they just keep the same repeating percussive element going through the whole track. And so I wanted to kind of capture that creative process and recreate it for myself. So I started off with like a loop. I'm not sure which one it is, so we're just gonna solo some stuff. No, that's not the loop. Let's see. Oh yeah, also tell me if you guys want this session louder. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's what I did. I can see it's funny because I don't remember what I do in the moment. I don't like shortly after, but now like I'm going back and I'm starting to remember everything. So I guess the first thing I did was this was the tape loop that started everything. This inspired everything. Like I heard this loop and I was just like it just made me want to write something. And but it sounds really weak, obviously. So the next thing I did was chopped it up and then I reinforced it with like my own library of snares and kick drum samples that me and my friend Cameron have been collecting over the years. Cameron's a producer that goes by Halo Boy, and he taught me how to produce when I was like 19. And we have a huge library folder of just a bunch of kicks and snares and random samples we've collected over the years. And so after taking that tape loop, I wanted to sound really heavy and big for the verse. So I lined up some of the recorded kick drums and snares from that we'd recorded in the past and manipulated them with some effects to create the verse drum loop. So here's what that sounds like. And as you can see, I took the original tape loop and I've chopped it up because I felt that it was lacking a bit of a rhythmic element to it. And taking away from the punch, having the whole thing in there. So I also simplified it a little bit and took some of the original elements out. So you can see it chopped up here. It's the same loop right here. And then on the chorus here, I kept the original loop in. And then because I grew up listening to a lot of breakbeats, Prodigy is one of the references I made, Fatboy Slim, I thought it'd be really cool to, or I always just end up wanting to gravitate towards wanting to incorporate breaks. Like, I love breaks. So, okay, let me also see what you guys are saying because I've just been going on a tangent. I've been playing percussion for 25 years. We learned drums in high school because I'm a girl. They wouldn't let you learn drum set in high school because you're a girl is the craziest shit I've ever heard. That sucks. I'm really sorry. My drum teacher growing up was a woman, and she was around 68, 69 when or something around that age when I started learning from her. She may have been a little older, and she went through a lot of like prejudice as a woman, gay drummer, and yeah, I've heard all sorts of stories like that. So, and she's ended up being kind of a legend. She taught the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold, who was like, if you don't know who the Rev is as a drummer, he was like one of the founding fathers of double kick and metal music. Double kick was originally pioneered by jazz players, and he felt really inspired by that. And with her coaching and guidance, he started learning how to play all of the marching grooves and everything that they would learn together, but on his feet. It's a fun fact. So, and also my current drummer, like one of my current drummers, because it's hard to have a drummer nowadays that like isn't in 10 bands. But one of my main drummers is a girl as well. Her name is Maya. She's a really, really amazing drummer. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna keep going. I got distracted. We're gonna continue. Viewer retention, baby. So this is the chorus break. I added some more kicks in here somewhere. All right, let's go to the next. Let's go see the next element here because I'm bored of listening to the drums. All right, and so I work with like a lot of synthesizers, and so the next element that came into the song was the bass, which I'm gonna go check to see what it was because I can't even remember how I made it or what it was, so I have to go look. Let me play the whole song just so I can hear where we are. All right. Also, real quick before I continue, do you want me to turn up? Oh, when I go tour, I'm bringing a band. I'm bringing a band of a bunch of musicians I know that are really good. What's the best drum skin for your style of music? I don't even think that matters. I don't even think it matters, to be honest with you. Like, I gravitate towards just like really rockin' punk sort of drum sounds. As a drummer, like in punk bands growing up, I would just tune up the snare as like tight as possible. Just sounded like a bullet when I was hitting it, and then like the kick as loose as possible, so it just sounds like really guttural. And that's my. It's okay. You missed the first 20 minutes, but the first 20 minutes, Winifred, I was having anxiety, so I feel better now. You're in a better place being here. You said your 17-year-old daughter is learning to drum and fence. Really cool. Badass. Okay. Let's... Oh, also, yeah, do you want me to turn up the song? Let me know. Please. Quick. Let's go. Tell me. Turn up the song? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? I'm just going to turn it up a tiny bit instinctually right now. Okay. Sid, tell me if I need to turn up the song, please. I'm not too worried about radio. Okay. Let's see. Louder? Okay. How's that? Is that good? Let me just make sure it's not clipping. I'm 28. All right, guys. It looks like it's coming very close to clipping, but it's not, so whatever. Okay. We're gonna look at the bass now. Let's look at the bass. Here it is, bass. Okay, let's listen and I'll tell you what I did. Oh, ints 2, that looks like it was Contact? No, it wasn't Contact. Oh, I'll just listen to it and I'll tell you. Wow, I'm such a poser. I use so many analog synths and I think this bass is not analog, but let me listen. Oh, okay. This part is analog. This is, okay, so this bass was on my, it's called a Prologue synth. I have it off to the side here. And to be honest with you, okay, I recorded this bass with my friend Cameron in the room. I originally recorded it just flat, and then I wanted those bends afterward because I really felt it would be cool. And he was like manually bending things. One of us was playing the key, and the other was like bending the bass notes between each note on certain, I think. And then this sub is from Trillion, just to reinforce it. This originally, the bottom one started as the actual bass, but it just wasn't hitting enough, so we cut off the low end, and then we reinforced it with a different sub. I don't even remember. All right. This song went through a lot, to be honest with you. Like, usually, I think after hammering in the bass and drums, like, I threw over 100 different parts, which you can see in the clip list here, that like didn't actually make it into the final song, and was just muting and unmuting till I found like the vibe that made sense for when I was ad-libbing vocals. And let's see, what else can I show you? There's a main sample that goes through the whole song. Over here, let's see where it is. It's from it's a sound of like that vocal in the beginning, that sampled vocal. I think it's in this folder here. Okay, here you go. This was quite a sterile sound at first. This was quite a sterile sound at first. It was like, it's a vocal chop from a splice, an EDM sort of splice pack or a hyper poppy like splice pack, and I just took it and I sidechained it to pump with the kick drum. Like in all my songs, the kick drum is like, every time the kick drum hits, I have it designed to where like all of the bass frequency from everything in the song like just cuts out momentarily, like, or ducks like 50%. The bass, the vocals, the guitar, anything that has like 200 frequency under, I just have it smashed out of the way because I love kick drums so much, and the only thing that really matters to me. So the pumping that's in the vocal is coming from that side chaining that's happening, and I just printed it into the audio. I baked it into the audio, and so it has this groove to it, this pumping groove to it that makes the song like really fun to dance to. Once I had this sort of stuff down, my friend Holden came by my place, and he was hearing this melody in his head, and we opened up the prologue, and I had a bunch of patches that I have saved. I have like 300 patches saved that I like just fucking around and making sounds. And yeah, it sounds, I labeled it horn because it kind of sounded like a horn to me, and he just like laid this little groove down, and I thought it was a nice way to build the song. All right, we're gonna skip ahead. There's only a couple other things that I think are kind of interesting about this song, like in terms of how it was made. My favorite thing is these glitches on the second verse. Let me find it. Oh my God, there's so much shit in here. I think Cameron made this guitar line. I can't play guitar, so I do all the synth stuff, all the drum programming. I record this. I write the vocals and things, and then like my friends come in, they lay down like that little extra sauce. I wish I could play guitar, but I never learned. I'm a drummer, and this is what it is. There's some just like stupid sounds in here. This is like quite literally a police siren that's been like tuned. guitar is actually a bass that's been pitched up the octave to sound like a guitar. I don't know. I can't even begin to rationalize why these decisions are made. It's just the swag, you know? It sounded stupid when it wasn't pitched up, and you pitch it up and it sounds cool, you know? Alright, so I'll move to the second verse here. Oh yeah. These are my favorite lyrics from the album. Some of my favorite lyrics. Okay, this is my favorite. That faux guitar, I'm not entirely sure what. Oh, like the bass, like the pitched up bass. Yeah, I'll do more merch. Don't even worry. Yeah, in terms of production, I've learned just through watching friends over the years produce and being very attentive. So that's how I learned. And then just trial and error. Like I've produced a lot of other artists of different genres, mostly hip hop, for like 5 years. So that like informed and got me to where I am now. All right, so these glitches are really cool. I got into like modular synthesis, which if you don't know what that is, it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen the synthesizers where there's a ton of like cables in them that you patch, and it just looks crazy. But yeah, I have a modular synth, and it's based entirely with like effects, and it's focused entirely around. It's basically like a guitar pedal board, but you can plug synthesizers into it. They're all just little effects units, and I had a on this guy here, on this synthesizer, I programmed an ARP and clocked it to the tempo of the song, like an arpeggio, and I threw it through these modules that create glitches and recorded probably like 3 minutes of just random glitches, and then I chopped it together to create rhythms and music over the second verse that I thought was really reflective of the lyrics and like how I was feeling in the process. So I hope that makes sense. But they're also side chained to the kick drum, so they bounce with the rhythm of the groove of the beat. I'm glad you're enjoying the breakdown. All right, last really cool thing about this song. It's kind of my signature move, and I think at one point when I sent the first draft of this song to my dad, I went way overboard with this thing I'm about to show you, and he told me that I do it too much and I needed to chill out. But yeah, basically, I do this thing in a lot of the endings of the songs where I'll take the whole mix of the song minus the vocals, and essentially I'll take the whole mix, print it into a single audio file, and then I'll just degrade and destroy the shit out of that audio file by any means necessary. I'll throw it through like random machines to make it glitch. I'll throw random like distortion on it, and I just print a ton of variations of it. And then I slice it together to make interesting rhythms and glitches and stuff like that. And it's at the end of Humans too. If you listen to the end of Humans, it goes kind of like dubsteppy, but that's just me like frying the whole mix and like chopping it up. And also these last the last vocals here are the vocals from the previous chorus. The whole song speeds up or I think it slows down. Does it slow down or speed up? I can't even remember. The whole song speeds up a few BPM, and I was having trouble doing the same delivery, like, and getting that remix, like, and keeping it feel like feeling remixy in the way I wanted it to at the end. But when I retrack new vocals, so I was just like, okay, I think it'd be cool to just speed up the old vocals and chuck them over the end. So that is what happened there. Do you guys have any questions? I can do lyrics. I can go through the lyrics too, explain a little bit more about the lyrics. I think something that if you read deeper into the lyrics, you'll find is everything is like kind of vaguely political. You know, because I was living in Los Angeles, and the shit I've seen there, like living there for 6-7 years, where everyone is like of just such like extreme wealth disparity and like economic backgrounds, and like it's not really, it's like most people there are pursuing art. I have friends like living in their cars. I have friends living in the hills in Hollywood. I have friends like I have had 8 different people I know who die of random accidental overdose from like the fentanyl epidemic out there. And it's just, and at the time of this song, I was just experiencing kind of this whirlwind of things around me, and having trouble not like feeling like I needed to talk to just address some of the things that I was seeing, you know. I think at the time there was, no, it's pretty common for drummers to become singers. A lot of producers, actually every producer I know that's like fucking killer is like a drummer. Anyways, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I'm so ADHD. I'm sorry. Oh, at the time when I wrote these lyrics, there were the fires going on from the lack of like effective bureaucracy and mismanagement of city funds in cleaning up foliage and things like that in Los Angeles. So these fires were happening, and where I was living at the time, and literally like I recorded the song a week actually after this happened, but the power line fell down and caught fire next to the crib because of the extreme winds and the fires that were happening, and I lost power, and I remember like just thinking how that, like in culmination with the political discourse happening at the time, just felt so like apocalyptic to me, and so like, and on top of all of this, you know, I've been doing music for so long, and I do feel, especially in LA, I was feeling the stress every day of wanting to make it, and like feeling like I'm running on a treadmill and putting so much work in every day, and like having nothing to really show for other than my own personal pleasure of the music, and like that sensation of running on a treadmill compounded with everything that was going on around me was what was manifesting a lot of these lyrics. So like on the second verse here, just to break it down for you a little bit. Okay, so the lyrics on the second verse. All right, so the lyrics on this verse, it starts off, chapped lips sharing tongues under the smoggy air, and that was like, I wrote that, yeah, like maybe 2 weeks after that blackout, and I just remember being trapped inside with my fiance, and like, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, like not really having anything to do except for focus on each other. And so that's where chapped lips sharing tongues under the smoggy air comes from. Next line is burnt down neighbors' houses, but you've no time to care. And I felt that is quite a literal lyric. I felt like I was seeing, you're constantly seeing on social media all of this horrible things happening within your community and to the people around you and to people abroad as we're, doing the U.S. is partaking in doing a genocide and all that kind of stuff. And feeling like it's so fucked up and I want to be able to do something about all this, but I have literally no bandwidth to. And I don't think anyone has the bandwidth to. And I think in the US, we like other countries see what's going on with us and they're like, why hasn't there been a revolution? What's wrong with you guys? Like Americans are lazy, you're all losers. Like, but it's because we don't have the bandwidth to. We don't have the bandwidth to. Like, no one has the bandwidth to. Everyone's just trying to survive out here. Like, it's so hard to break in any ambition you have. And you do not have the bandwidth for other people when when you're putting all this work in and you can barely bear fruits for yourself. So that's that was really long-winded, but that is like where the ethos of that line comes from. Burnt down neighbors' houses, but you've no time to care. Then the next line is, held by circumstance, can someone tell me how this is fair? I'm working, but it never adds up. That's pretty self-explanatory too. I think I just explained it, the whole second verse. I just explained the whole second verse for you there. And the pre-chorus and the chorus is like, I think when people read the lyrics, it sounds really dark because it's like, I'm singing, yeah, you want it, yeah, you need it. There's this idea that you can't let go. You keep running from that music, so it's time for you to let it all show. And then you chase the sun to a place that'll never be found. It's too late, it's too loud, but you started, so you can't stop now. That's all like, that is just describing like my mental place in all of this. I'm kind of like, I don't really know. I'm pursuing this dream. I really don't know if I'm going to ever get there because of the circumstances, but this is the life I've chose. This is all I know. This is what makes me happy. And like, I have to let go of that. Like, as an American, I have to let go of the fact that there isn't really a ladder to climb. There's a facade of there being a ladder that you can climb if you work hard enough, but it's not real, A lot of it is just luck, And that margin of luck becomes slimmer over time. So you really have to be doing things and because you love it and like thinking about and like you really also have to find like catharsis in doing things in the present moment and just stay present and just like be positive. And it sounds dark, but for me this chorus was a positive thing. It was like a hopeful thing, optimistic thing for me. I sent my dad the lyrics as well. My mom and dad the lyrics, and he's like, "Wow, this shit's really dark." Was his first reaction to it, and I'm like, "But it's it's not. It sounds dark, but for me, it's also like it's getting it off my chest. It's catharsis, All right, and then we're gonna do the first verse because it's the one that I'm promoting on TikTok, which I'm promoting arbitrarily, by the way. This is not necessarily my favorite part of the song. I'm promoting this because you guys really liked it and you made it viral off of that one video. And that's kind of how I'm going to go about the next releases. I'm just going to be putting out little snippets of the upcoming songs, and you guys can choose which one. There's a glimmer of hope. Yes, wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna just be throwing out snippets, and you can just pick which ones you guys like the most, and that is the one you're gonna have to hear 15 seconds of 1,000 times for every release. So, this was just the one that like got some wins. So. Tattoos are cheaper than medicine. Tattoos are cheaper than medicine. Blades fall from the sky while you write it all out. You're mad, but don't let it on. Mixing bosses, but things never slow down. Okay, so let's unpack this. Let's unpack this shit. Tattoos are cheaper than medicine. It's so funny because I have like a huge global audience now on Spotify. And this lyric, I keep getting the comment, but tattoos aren't cheaper than medicine. And I'm like, I can tell you for a fact they are in the United States because I have friends that are blasted in tattoos because a lot of, all my friends and have a ton of tattoos because we all are friends with tattoo artists and stuff like that. but I have more friends with tattoos than I do friends with like with health insurance, and I think it's really telling. Um, and you know, the tattoos cheaper than medicine line is not supposed to be like I didn't mean it from like the way of tattoos are gonna help me more. It was just quite literal. It was a quite a literal thing. I have friends with face tattoos that don't have any health insurance out here. Um, not saying that there one's an alternative for the other, but and then the next line, planes fall from the sky while you wait it all out. That was quite literal. That was because at the time I wrote that lyric, that there was those cuts to the FCC, those all those Doge federal cuts and shit that was causing planes to like have you know quite literally crash on the runway and things like that. And at the same time I was writing this, there was also like weird shit being spotted in the sky or whatever, and the government was just like, yeah, there's just drones like in the sky, um, hovering above us. Like we don't know what they are, and you're kind of like, okay, you definitely know what they are, and you're just bullshitting us, but it's okay. Um, yeah, planes fall from the sky while you wait it all out. You're mad, but don't let it on. You're mad, but don't let it on. It's quite literally how I navigate my everyday life. Um, Especially when I was making this album, and still a little bit now. Like I'm a deceivingly very calm, collected person, but I think I have a lot of like anger towards things going on in general. And if you get me started on it, I can't fucking stop. And I just sometimes I feel just like full just like I can't even explain the rage that I feel inside sometimes. Um, but I hold it back. I keep it composed and civilized because I'm a mature adult, and I don't let it show when I'm out and about. Um, I know the people say my accent's quite confusing, and it's because I grew up in the U.S., but I was had a lot of English influence growing up. I was in the UK a lot because of my parents, and then like I after high school, I'm a dual citizen, so I moved after high school to the UK, and I was in a British band, a majority British band for like um, several years of my life, probably while my brain was still mushy and developing, and now some of my words are fucked up. And I did think about moving to London actually. You know, technically I'm British, but technically I'm more American. Have you thought about moving to back to the UK? I was gonna move to London initially, but it would have been really difficult at the time. I hadn't proposed yet to my now fiance, and it would have been really difficult for her to get a job and everything. And and also like I love London a lot, and I love the UK a lot, but like my fiance's Chinese, and the fucking Asian food there is just ass, and she made like a huge deal of it, and I'm like, okay, let's soft land New York. Let's go to New York, and she was like super down with it because we both had never like lived in New York. It feels like infrastructurally a lot like London. It's closer to the UK, and and the musical sensibilities are a bit more adjacent to what I'm doing, and also it was very exciting for her because she's mostly lived in LA. She only lived in like 2 years in China when she was a kid, but she's lived in LA pretty much her whole life, and hasn't like experienced living in a place with seasons. So her name's Demi. I can start calling her Demi, but I just I'm just meeting you guys. Um, yeah, you already know. Not to be confused with my collaborator on one of my top songs, Demioka. I love London and I love New York a lot. So don't get me wrong, London's lit. The music scene is just dope. It's like so much more band oriented than the US. I also love rappers from there. Like I really love that girl Pixie right now, who has that song Legacy that I really like. I also really love Fake Mink. Fuck with Fake Mink heavy. And Demi doesn't have to travel to LA too much just for this one film project because it was like a big opportunity for her. Yes, Demiyoko. Shout out Demiyoko. Um, let me refresh the chat. Still 56 people in here. I'm kind of shocked. Okay, I don't know if that's true. It just says 56, but okay, guys, let's keep going. Let's keep going here because I can ramble about my personal life all day. So what's the line after this? It's planes fall from the sky while you wait it all out. You're mad, but don't let it on. Oh, mixing vices, but things never slow down. Yeah, bro. That's also pretty self-explanatory. I think like I smoke a lot of marijuana. I smoke like a lot of marijuana, and partially because it keeps me sane, but also because it like really helps me focus for music and like get out of my head. Because I have, I'll be in a feedback loop about like a single kick drum sound. I'll play like I'll be like playing through. We want to hear about your personal life though. I know. I was born originally in San Diego. Um, yeah, I'll like go through like 50 kick drum sounds and like be like, I can't decide. I'm gonna lose my mind. And then I'll just smoke and I'll be like, you know what? It's just a kick drum, bro. All kick drums sound really good. It feels good in my chest. Why am I tripping about this kick drum? Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, you want it. What was it? What's the second verse? I can't remember. It goes. Oh yeah, you want it. Yeah, you need it. There's this idea that you can't let go. You've been jolted by the feeling. Now it's time for you to let it all. Um. Yeah, I like a pre-chorus that like feels like it's building up to the release, to the catharsis, and yeah, usually how these lyrics are conceived is I will sing in gibberish, and like try to freestyle the whole song, and I'll do it like 3 times, 4 times, and then I like chop it together to make the final melodies before writing the lyrics, and I usually just keep a lot of the freestyle gibberish in the lyrics, so. I think that pre-chorus, yeah, you want it, no, you need it. That part was just like freestyle, freestyle off the dome. Don't worry, Demi will be on tour with me. She's always on tour with me doing merch. Okay, guys, that is the song. I don't know if you guys have like questions about the song before I close the song. Um, I can solo the vocal if you want to hear the vocal soloed, which is kind of a weird thing to hear. I'll do it with all the nice little effects and stuff. Oh, see these? These were these are the these are all the different takes I did. And one of them, I know for a fact one of them is in gibberish. And I just do not have the courage to play it for you, but it's there. Um okay. Oh. It's called the sun cuz like I was just using the sun as like a symbol of like light in the dark of your life, you know? Can I break down another song? I can break down another song, I guess. I've been live for what, an hour? Um It depends. It depends if like y'all are clipping this. If you're recording this live stream, clipping stuff from it, then I can definitely go another hour for sure. Um I'm also just like nervous that I open up a session and some of the tracks have like potty humor, inappropriate names because I'm in the studio with a bunch of dudes and they name shit gross things. But fuck it, maybe it's just It's just a risk we have to take. Plastic Soldiers. Yeah, okay, fuck it. How many people in here? Can someone comment and tell me how many people are in here? Because I actually don't know how accurate this is, and I'm really curious. Actually, it'll say it on top of my feed. 38? That's pretty good. 38 people. All right, gangsters, we'll do. If you all stay, I'll do one more track for you. $51. Goddamn, this Streamlabs doesn't work. I can't break down. I cannot. Can you break dancing? Or break down, I think is what you meant to say. Mary? I can't break down Mary because it's not out yet. And you're my mom, so you're the only one that really has access to it that hasn't purchased it. I can't break down Mary. I just cannot do that because it's not out. But I'm going to do that when it's out. Rabbit Hole or Plastic Soldiers? Okay, guys. There's actually a really funny... Hold up. There's a really funny vlog of some of the making of Plastic Soldiers. The lying ass live stream? What are you talking about? Oh, like it's lying. I thought you meant I'm lying. Yeah, no, it's deceiving. Okay, let's open up this vlog. I want to watch it with you guys. I have to search myself. You can see all of the shit that my fiance and I watch. We're watching like all sorts of weird shit. Okay. Wow, and we can see my live. Look at that. You can also see probably archive videos on here. I don't even know if this is public, but we're gonna open it up. Oh. Okay, guys. Let me close this real quick. Let me close this session. All right, we're closing the session. We're gonna watch this video because it's slightly embarrassing, but it's kind of fun. How Plastic Soldiers was made. Or a cool part about how this Plastic Soldiers was made. How do I like close all this stuff? I'll close it for now. So how Plastic Soldiers was made was like, originally it was like largely electronic. Like I had a breakbeat and like a lot of serum, a lot of like different synthesizers. It was pretty much just all synthesizers. And I took a breakbeat and like a tape loop and I was like triggering a lot of drums. And then I tracked the song over that. So there's an original version of the song which no live instruments. And then after that, I'll tell you about the red hair phase at some point for sure. The EP cover was made by a graphic designer named Melina, and she's in Australia. She's really cool. And this photograph is just still from the Rabbit Hole video, and like all the other bits of the artwork are from the Well Known Star video. I was gonna say, okay, so it started as like an electronic thing, and you know what? Here's what I can do actually while I yap for a second. There you go. So it started as like an electronic thing, and then I really wanted it to have like more of a band ethos and to feel like really explosive, like the songs that I was like being referential to from the 80s. So my friend Cole in LA, he has like a studio in his back, like I guess it's like a back house to the house he's renting, and it's like a full-on live room. It has like a drum set, it has like a ton of guitar amps, and then it has a separate room. It's like a proper studio. It's actually just mind-boggling. And we just tracked the live drums over the top of Plastic Soldiers, the electronic version, and then we tracked like Cole went and like freestyled some guitar, and doubled the lead lines that were there on the synthesizer, and he also like did that huge, crazy, over the top solo at the end, and we did like 100 takes of that, and then Cameron and I went through and we comped like a solo, like the official solo, and and then we also did gang vocals, which were really cool. Like, I usually do gang vocals like on Rabbit Hole. It's just when you hear the big chorus of people singing at the end, it's just for that one, it was just Cameron and I in my apartment, standing, putting the mic up and standing in different corners of the room and just shouting in different character voices to make it to sound like different people, to create the illusion of there being like a huge group of people in the room singing. And yeah, we just like shout at weird different pitches and like in different angles, so there's different corners of the room that are reverberating. And that's how we made the gang vocal on Rabbit Hole. But it was really cool because on Plastic Soldiers, I was able to organize with my friends a bit better, and we all pulled up for this recording session. It was like 8 of my friends. We're gonna watch the video now of us doing this. But a bunch of the friends around a microphone, and we just sang the last like plastic soldiers, that bit at the end of Plastic Soldiers. And no one could sing at my pitch that I sang in the recording, so we actually pitched the whole song down, had everyone sing plastic soldiers, the big gang thing, and then we pitched it back up. But it was cool because it's like all my friends are in there, all their voices, all those fools are going to my wedding. So it's kind of cool. It was a kind of cool moment. I'm gonna show you guys the vlog now. I'm gonna move it here for you. Tell me if the volume's okay. Hilarious. This is the biggest gang vocal we've ever done. We usually just have like 3 of us around like one mic with it playing out in the room. Now we're all gonna have our own headphones. I can't. Is it loud enough? That's the funny part. Is this too low?
It might be a little low, but oh shit! Damn! Oh! Wait, what are we even singing?
Yeah, I don't know.
To each other, bro.
Yeah. Plastic soldier.
Oh, what are we singing?
Yeah, what the fuck is the melody?
It's plastic soldiers.
You're singing plastic soldiers. But you're gonna hear it. Cameron, should we do
Volume
a
up.
bouncing round as well? Let's do an octave down for that.
Plastic.
No, everyone can do it.
All you, buddy!
No, everyone can do the up, I think.
Oh, we can?
I think
Well, let's just do that. Let's not do falsetto.
Let me pull stream out there.
Oh, fuck. I
Here you
keep
go.
fucking it.
Alright, 2 more.
Plastic soldiers!
Make sure it's not too loud. Oh, this is so embarrassing. You guys can't even see the screen. Okay. Sorry, I thought I was still in session view. Oh my God, I don't even know how to stream. Okay, guys, we're gonna rewatch that. I'm so sorry, that was embarrassing. Here. Bear with me for a second while I rewind this.
This is gonna be hilarious.
All right, can you guys
This is the
see?
biggest gang vocal we've ever done. We usually just have like 3 of us.
I need to have the
around,
chat
like,
on
one
here.
mic with it playing out in the room. Now we're all gonna have our own headphones. I can't. We might not even
There you go, guys. So sorry, I just watched this whole thing for my own viewing pleasure
Oh
without you
shit.
being able to hear.
Damn! Oh! Wait, what are we even singing?
Yeah, I don't know.
To each other, bro.
Plastic soldier.
Oh, what are we singing? Yeah, what the fuck is the melody?
It's plastic soldiers.
You're singing plastic soldiers. But you're gonna hear it. Cameron, should we do a belting round as well?
Let's do an octave down for that.
Plastic.
No, everyone.
Oh, so we didn't actually pitch it down in the end. We just forced everyone to do it. It may have been like a half step down.
Let's do that. Let's not do falsetto. falsetto.
Plastic soldiers.
Oh fuck! I keep fucking it.
Alright, two more.
Plastic. Plastic soldiers.
I'm glad.
All the drums have been recorded here. Thanks to sweet, sweet Cole. We love Cole.
Yeah, this was the vlog.
He's beautiful.
Give it up. Yeah.
Give it up for Cole, baby.
But yeah, that's the full. I think that's the full vlog there. But yeah, I'm glad you guys got to watch that with me. Yeah, so that was how that went. I can open up the session or we can wrap it up. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do not feel pressured to say we can keep we should keep going because I actually don't know I don't know what the protocol is. I should have planned this out. I don't even know how long I'm going for. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the song. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm wrapping it up. Rob says to wrap it up. Can you break down Rabbit Hole? I will do that. I think here's what we should do. Next week, maybe the same time or like the week after, let's do another live stream and I will break down another song for you from scratch. Of any of the songs that are currently out. So decide maybe just let me know which one you guys want and I'll do one and we'll break it down. Just reading your guys' comments. Yeah, bro, you're part of the trip now. You're part of the trip. Part of the journey. Okay, Rabbit Hole. Do Rabbit Hole next. The consensus is Rabbit Hole. And maybe I do it on TikTok Live, TikTok Studio. It's just like I don't really know. I've never done the TikTok Studio and it clearly just like crashed out. I don't really know what that was about. Don't forget us on the way up. Stop. Oh, Shannon, we're leaving. We're closing the live right now. So you missed the whole thing, but that's okay. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with TikTok. You have to request to Bow's back. Demi's back. Dude, I'm so sorry that you didn't get the notification. Yeah, like the TikTok like just does not work. I don't know like what happened. It just randomly crashed out halfway through. Yes, we'll do more live streams though. Let's do another one maybe next week, week after. What's up, cuz? My cousin's in here. I'm leaving now, David, but thank you so much for being here. Okay, guys. We're going to catch you later. Love you guys so much. Honestly, it meant a lot that you tuned in and that there's this many of you. And we're going to go hard. We're going to go hard next week. We're going to break down the rabbit hole. It's going to be lit. Put on the YouTube notification. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, and you can subscribe right now, just as a test to see if my notification system works, that would be really good. Because it looks like it looks like Genevieve was the last person that subscribed, or Catherine. But yeah. Okay. Much love, guys. Bye-bye. We'll see you.